There's a high-tech battle going on between the U.S. and China with much at stake. Now, experts are speaking out, concerned the U.S. isn't currently competing enough to come out on top.
We're getting behind in really the sectors in cyber and AI/ML that are the most important to win the next battle.
Nick Chalon filled the role as the first chief software officer of the Air Force and Space Force. He resigned last September over his concern regarding U.S. complacency.
You see China, for example, doing 200 hypersonic launches versus 10 in the United States. That's obviously very alarming. And then you hear the chairman of the Joint Staff say that it's only almost a Sputnik moment.
That's a sort of a clear example of risk-taking and speed that China's been taking, whereas the risk aversion that we have here to be able to experiment and try something new on the government side has been a real challenge.
Preston Dunlap is another high-tech defense official who basically followed Chalon's lead. Dunlap served as the inaugural chief architect officer of the Air Force and Space Force, and both men agree that to maintain technological dominance, the U.S. must act now.
When it comes to the compounded evolution of AI, there's a point where you can't physically catch up because we're dealing with a nation of 1.4 billion people, massive volume of data, and the more data you get in AI, the better the AI can learn and get better and stronger with time.
I do think now is the time to begin to pivot and change that curve, because it takes a while to turn an aircraft carrier. It takes a while to turn the technological pace that we have here in the nation.
Chalon estimates that if tremendous progress isn't made within the next 6 months, keeping up won't be the issue. The U.S. will face the challenge of catching up. Caitlin Burke, CBN News, Washington.